Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's July 30th, 2025, and I just finished the You Choose Decorating live stream. And if you don't know what that is, every Wednesday we get together at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, and for about 30 minutes, I get you to pick a postcard, decorate it the way you want it to be decorated, and put on a saying or a funny quote or something or other that whoever's going to receive it might get a kick out of. And this was the 28th one we did. Another great one heading back out into the world. Well, it's now time for me to decorate some postcards myself to respond to a bunch of the mail that came in last week. And I thought, you know what, today I'm going to show you the postcards that I'm going to send out. And then we're going to decorate one of them together. At least one of them. Maybe I'll feel generous and have time to do more than one. But I want to be able to get this video out, get the cards done too, and just enjoy a day inside as the heat wave continues here in Moncton. It is 31 degrees outside, so it has gotten a little cooler. Yesterday it was 38, but still quite warm, and so it's a good day to be inside, catching up on some of the writings that I still have to do. Well, let me show you the cards that I picked today, at least. This one here is a vintage skyline of Toronto Bay. So it's a little bit older card. You can see that one's going to go out. This one here, Rosie O'Grady's Flying Circus. We've got some hot air balloons. This also is a vintage card. You can see on the back. One thing I don't like about these type of cards, you see how it's not a straight line? It makes it harder when you're putting washi tape or stickers on when you've got these edges that aren't straight, but we'll work around that. How about a card from King Charles III's coronation? That one's going to go out into the world. This one got when I was in Venice last September when my wife and I were doing our cruise. So this card is going to go back out into the world. This one is from Canada Post, or from the union at Canada Post, trying to make sure that there's no more cutbacks on the mail service. So I thought I might send that off into the world. This is from a meetup that Stn Main went to, and she sent on some blank postcards to me. So I'm going to send this off to someone who likes meetup cards. This one here is of Confederation Bridge. That's the bridge that joins the province of New Brunswick, where I am, to the province of Prince Edward Island, where Kyler and Helen are. We've talked to them and seen them in a video last year. And so recent announcement on this bridge is that the toll on it has dropped from $50 down to $20, and ferry services between provinces. There's a ferry that runs from New Brunswick to Nova Scotia, and there's a couple ferries that run from Nova Scotia to Newfoundland. Those have all been cut in half by 50% to encourage travel between the provinces and to make it more affordable to do so. So that's some exciting news. That's why I'm sending that card out. Here's another post-crossing meetup card. This one of Quebec City, a few years ago too. You can see a few of the people that were in attendance at that one are on there. That card's going off. This is a really cool vintage card. This is Niagara Falls from the American side, so you can see the American Falls portion, not the Horseshoe Falls of Canada. And once again, another vintage card. Got a lot of vintage cards going out. And then this one is an anime card that I'm going to send out too for someone that I think would appreciate an anime card. Don't have a lot of those left, but so when I get someone who's interested in it, I like to make sure that I have something to go. So these are all the cards that we're gonna do, and let's start with this card. We'll decorate that one now. This is the vintage card of the skyline of Toronto way back in the day, from the Toronto Bay. I think the back, I want to decorate it in a bit of a beachy theme to it. So I have a roll of stickers that have a bunch of different images on it of bookstores and shelves and all sorts of things. So I thought maybe we would decorate that up that way. And then maybe I'll put a little bit of washi tape up in the corner too. But we're going to start with a sticker right dead center. That's the best place to put it. Yesterday, I took the day off from YouTube. Did a Lego set. You might have seen if you're following me on Instagram at ThatDadGuy1974. I posted the bamboo Lego set that I did yesterday. Didn't take a long time, but it was kind of a nice break to do that. And then spent some time in the morning and early afternoon with my sister and father getting a few things done up. And then after that, I just didn't feel like making a video, doing anything other than just spending time. And I've been so tired lately. I don't know why. Almost feels like I have mono or something like that. I'm just exhausted all the time. So I'm working through that. So yesterday, I just took the time off. I spent some time just laying on the couch and relaxing. And my wife was here working, so I talked to her and fell asleep a couple times on the couch. So my body probably needed the break. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just trimming up the edges on that. Now, I could put the rest of the books over there, but I won't. I think I'm just going to throw the rest of that out. Still have lots of room for the address to go here. I still want to do something here, and we have a hedgehog. So I like the fact that she's got all her books from the bookstore, but I want to give her an opportunity to not have to take the bus with all those books or get in her vehicle. Maybe she wants to do it a better way. And she's got the energy to do it. Let's give her a bicycle that she's parked way back here. That's why it's way off in the distance. There's already some books in it. So there's our stickers along the bottom. But we do need a hedgehog. Wouldn't be a card for me without a hedgehog these days, would it? And the hedgehog is going to have his own transportation too. So there, the hedgehog's on a little bicycle as well. Just trim that up. And it'll look like that. Now, in the top corner, we're gonna have a stamp, of course, but let's put our signature washi tape on an angle up there. And we've got all these books. How would we want to do that? You know what? There's going to be stamps in the corner. Let's put stamp washi tape up in the corner too. So I've got this roll of stamp washi tape. We'll put it going the right direction. We'll just do that, and I can put on the stamp that I need for the postage for this particular individual, and then write the message over there. There's one card. You got me in a good mood. Let's do a second card on camera too. I'll put that one aside, and let's do the hot air balloons. This is the tricky one that's got all the sides going on it. It's vintage. There's words down there. I don't want to cover that up. How do we want to decorate a hot air balloon? Could it be with some maps, maybe? I want to keep this very simple because I don't want to spend a lot of time cutting those corners. So you can see here right off the bat, I'm going to have some difficulty with this. So we'll just bob and weave around those corners as much as possible. And it won't be perfect. But we'll get a sense. There's a little bit of map in the corner. How else do we want to decorate it? I could add more map with a different washi tape. This is the washi tape I used before. I could put another strip of it along the bottom. Sure, let's do that. Just add a little bit more. Make sure it's Now across the tape, I wanted to show you something, across the top, I wanted to show you a roll of tape that I got, stickers that came from Temu. And I thought, isn't that cool? So we can take this, cut this off here. And yes, a portion of it's going to be covered in stamps, but I like how it looks underneath. And once I put the address on and then put a hedgehog on there, it's enough room. With that bottom corner all having words on it, I don't want to cover that up, so I'm going to decorate a little less than I probably would normally, just so I can still have room for a message. So we peel that off like so. Trim the edge. Not too much is showing off here. And I know Jelly Bees talked about her scissors, and you can see my scissors, all the crud that gets built up on them. So there. Lots of other things go on there. I'll probably put a little hedgehog down here in the corner. I could probably do that right now. Actually, maybe I'll put the hedgehog over here. And we'll leave him so he doesn't have to be trimmed. That gives me room for my address, the stamps, and my message. Yes, not a... what else could we put on there? I feel like we're missing something. Something is missing. Don't you agree? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes more is more. What is our theme on there? Balloons. Do I have something like that in my stickers? I won't spend a long time looking, but I do want to have a quick look. Lots of other things that don't really apply to there. Harry Potter flying through the air. Could do something like that. But I think I'm gonna stick with it. Less is more. That's what we're gonna do. So the person who's gonna receive that will get a nice vintage card on that side, the story, and my blurb there as well. Yeah, I've got lots more cards that need to be filled out and decorated. Some will be lightly decorated, some will have more decorations. One will be in an envelope, so I can add some stamps with it too. So that's what I've got ahead of me. And then if you stick around to the very end, you'll see the sunrise that I saw this morning. So thanks very much. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?